Hey everyone, so it's Charlie here, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to create a talking head script for YouTube. Now, as a personal finance and entrepreneurship YouTuber, a majority of my own videos are talking head videos, so I feel like I've really perfected how to script for YouTube. And yeah, in this video, I'll share with you guys my exact process, and yeah, hopefully it helps you be able to create better talking head scripts as well. Now, just to summarize, there are three main things we'll cover in this video. First is we'll cover how to structure your script. So in my opinion, there are going to be 4 different parts of any good talking head script, and I'll go into all of those in detail. After that, we'll talk about 2 different ways that you can actually script. One is word for word, one is bullet point. Very, very different methods, and one method might work for you while another method might work for someone else. And then 3, I'll actually talk about how you can research for your scripts, as well as how you can actually hire this out to other people so that you can save a lot of time. And yeah, if you guys get some value out of this video, I really encourage you to hit that like button and subscribe, because yeah, this whole channel is dedicated at giving you guys free guides and tutorials helping you start up your own business. And yes, YouTube is a business. I will make over $2 million in profit this year just from YouTube alone. So without further ado, let's get started. So let's talk about how you should structure your talking head script. I like to break my scripts down into 4 different sections. Number 1 is going to be the intro to the intro. Number 2 is going to be the rest of the intro. Number 3 is going to be the body section of the script. And then number 4 is going to be the outro. The intro to the intro is about the first 10 to 20 seconds of your video. And this is super important, you guys. If you guys think about what a viewer goes through, basically they'll click on your thumbnail because it's enticing. They'll click on it because maybe the title is enticing too. And then they'll start watching your video, right? If the video does not deliver in the first 10, 20 seconds, they're going to click the back button and find a different video. So that's why this first 10, 20 seconds is so important. I like to word out my intro to the intro word for word. That's just really how important it is. Basically, what you want in this intro to the intro is you want it to be action-packed. So not only is it based on what you're saying, it's based on how you edit. Now, in terms of what you're saying for the script, this is of course going to depend on what your video is about. What I like to do is, since most of these talking head videos are going to be informational, I like to say, hey, in this video, we are talking about this, and that's gonna make them think, okay, I clicked on this video because of this reason, and he just confirmed that that is what this video is about. You need high energy here, don't make it boring. And yeah, the main point of the intro to the intro is to confirm to the viewer that this video is going to be exciting, and that it's something that they're going to want to stick around and watch. So yeah, I think that's as much as I can say about this intro to the intro section, because everyone's video is very different, and that intro to the intro is going to vary wildly. But just know it's there for getting the person who clicked on that thumbnail, that title, to want and watch the rest of the video. After this is going to be the rest of the intro. This part is not as important as the intro to the intro, but I found that throwing in a few things like you'll want to stay until the end of the video because this does help with audience retention, right? So give them a reason why they should watch the rest of the video in its entirety, and that is really going to impact the performance of how well your video does. Remember, this section is also important since it is the start of the video. So you do want to be action-packed. You do want the editing to be really good. And yeah, as you're writing your script for the intro, make sure that you can actually put lots of different cuts, B-roll and stuff over what you're saying. And that really is going to help with the retention, as well as the chances that they stick around and watch the rest of your video, which is the main goal. Okay, after this is going to be section 3, which is going to be the body. The body is basically where all the really good information of your video lives. A popular format that really works is doing top X lists. And the reason is because if they don't watch the entire video, then, well, they're going to miss out on certain points, and that really does help drive viewer retention. The thing with the body is that you cannot write like you are writing for a blog. This is a very common mistake, and I think that's what really makes people's videos really boring. If you write as if you're writing for a blog, but you're saying it out loud to a camera, it's going to sound really weird. So you're gonna have to practice being able to, type out a script while thinking, what is this gonna sound like when I say it out loud? It needs to be more conversational, and also it needs to be very easy to understand. The vast majority of people watching on YouTube have limited knowledge about what you're talking about, and your goal is to make it so that they can understand what you're saying, but still get all those facts across. So this is not easy. It takes a lot of practice, but the whole thing is you just wanna keep writing scripts. You're gonna get better. After you film your first script, you'll be like, okay, writing that sentence didn't sound natural, and in future scripts, I will, actually correct that and, write something else. But yeah, I wanna make that really clear. You want it to be sort of conversational and not super scripted. Make sure to give a lot of value to your audience, because that's probably why they clicked on the video. And if you can over deliver here in the body section of your video, then they're really going to appreciate that. And then 4 is going to be the conclusion. This is basically where you have a call to action asking them to like and subscribe. This is very important, you guys, especially if you want to build an audience on YouTube. And yeah, basically what I like to do is do a little recap of what I talked about in the video, sell them on why this video is important, why the things that they learned in this video are going to help them in life. And then what I recommend doing is come up with your own sort of customized outro. This is basically when you tell the audience like, hey, thanks for watching, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video or something like that. Cool, so now that we have the structure out of the way, let's talk about bullet points versus a word-for-word script. This is really going to depend on your talking style and how comfortable you are on camera. Now, when I first started, I was doing everything word for word. I was writing out the entire script exactly like how I'd say it on camera. This is harder, of course, when you're preparing the script, but it makes filming a lot easier. So if you're not that good at talking on camera and you want, the filming process to be as simple as possible, then this is probably going to be how you start out. On the other hand, you have your bullet point / outline people. And this is basically when you, instead of writing a word for word script, you just outline everything. I still recommend writing word for word the intro to the intro, as well as maybe the rest of the intro. But for the body paragraph and the conclusion, you can of course do an outline. This makes it so that you don't forget to talk about certain topics that you might miss. And yeah, if you can take one keyword or one bullet point and sort of talk about that for an extended amount of time without rambling about random things, then this is going to be a great way to film because it's going to make things a lot faster. I started off doing word for word, but right now I do a mix of word for word as well as bullet point scripts. You'll notice that as you do more and more filming, you'll get better on camera and it becomes more possible for people to do bullet point scripts. Yeah, I recommend just trying both out, see what works better for you, and then go from there, right? Everyone's way of writing scripts is going to be a little different. You're just gonna have to practice and keep trying different things and figure out what works best for you. And finally, let's talk about how you can actually hire different positions out for script writing. The great thing is that a lot of the research you do for scripts can actually be hired out. And if you want to save money, there's tons and tons of different ways that you can hire in different countries, depending on where you guys are watching this from. And so yeah, what I like to do is I like to have someone actually do some of the research for me. They'll do bullet points. They'll have a doc full of different information about that subject. And then what I'll do is I'll go through that doc, and as I'm writing my script or my bullet point script, I'll inject all those different key things that they had prepared for me. This makes my script writing time a lot faster, and you can do this without breaking the bank. I'll put some links down in the description showing you guys how you can actually outsource these things. But yeah, for me, I've tried hiring people to write scripts word for word. I've tried hiring people to do research, and in the end, I'd say like the best way for most people is going to have people just do research for you, and then you compile that research into your own script. Saves you a lot of time while maintaining your sort of voice in the video. So yeah, that's basically how I script all of my talking head videos on YouTube. If you guys use this formula for how you script, I guarantee you your retention is going to be a lot better. You'll be able to convey information a lot easier. And yeah, overall, you'll just make a lot better videos. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you guys did, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe for more content just like this. This whole channel is dedicated at giving you guys free guides and free tutorials helping you start your own business. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.